I said to myself, don't you act a fool up in this place. Do not act like you drowning and cause a stir up in this quiet sanctuary of a place and get kicked out. So I had to really get myself together because I'm reaching back. I can't feel the bar. I can't. Y'all, it's 3 feet of water. 3 feet and a couple of inches. And I was up in there about to have a whole panic attack.
Date night, where we going on the late night? Cool places and events, time to get it straight hype. Yeah, I'm excited, the kind of vibe I'm liking. Going on a date tonight, all of you are invited. Let's go, date night.
Hi you guys, it's LQ from Couple and Culture, where we talk all things love, leisure, and lifestyle for contemporary couples and socialites who look to put the life and work-life balance. Today for date night, we're coming to you with a very special location located in New York City, and I can't wait to get into it. But before we start, I definitely want to start off with a disclaimer. Just to let you guys know, at this time, I am not affiliated or associated in any way with the places that I'm highlighting, specifically the place that I'm highlighting today. So this is just some place that I've personally been, and I'm just giving you my opinion of how the experience was. So stay tuned to hear how this went and if it is a go for a date night. Okay, you guys, so you know how date night goes. I'm going to be going over 5 different things to tell whether or not this place is dope enough for you to venture out on date night. So, point number 1, I will be talking about why it is a good place for date night. Point number 2, I will talk about whether or not it can transition into a solo date or a date with your girlfriends or family. And I'll be giving this what is called a transition score. So I'll go more into that later. Number 3, I will be talking about, do you need reservations or tickets? Number 4, I will be talking about how to get there. And number 5, I'll also go over whether this is a temporary place or a permanent venue. Okay, so I'll break it up into those 5 things and let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so today's date night spotlight will be Aire Ancient Baths. I hope that I'm saying that correctly. It is a spa, a bath spa that's located in Manhattan, in the borough of Manhattan, New York City, in the neighborhood of Tribeca. More specifically, the address is 88 Franklin Street, 10013 is the zip. Now, just to go over some brief information about the location, the hours of operation are Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Friday through Sunday, 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Once again, this place is a spa, a bath spa to be exact, but they do offer traditional spa packages, so I'll get into that. Okay, you guys, so jumping right in to topic number 1 or question number 1. Why is this a good place for date night? Or is it a good place for date night? It absolutely is a great place for date night. I just went to this location for the very first time, and I actually went by myself, but I would definitely say that it is a perfect location for a date night. It is soothing, it's relaxing, the atmosphere is very upscale. It's a calm atmosphere, especially in a place as bustling as New York City, specifically the Tribeca area, which is very busy and a little bit chaotic with a lot of construction and everything like that. So to be able to go into this place and kind of duck away or tuck away from all of the craziness that is New York City, it's the perfect spot to plan with your boo and just go on a date night. Now, for point number 2, I usually talk about whether or not this venue can transition into a solo date or a girls' night out or some type of family event or family day, date, whatever. So I want to introduce to you guys what is called a date night transition score. I think it will make it a little bit more streamlined in terms of whether or not a place I recommend is good for a date night, a solo date, girls' date, family day, or all of the above, or few and far between, whatever, few of them. So the transition scores will either be a 0, a 5, or a 10. 0 means it's only good for a date night. I wouldn't recommend it for a solo date or a girls date or family date. A score of 5 means it is good. It can be a date night, but it could also be a good solo date or a girls night date. And then a transition score of 10 means that it works well for date night, solo date night, girls night or guys night, and a family fun event. So Aire Ancient Bath Spas, in my opinion, gets a score of 5, a transition score of 5. And this means that not only is it good for date night with you and your partner, but it also can transition well into a solo date or a girls date. Now, I would not consider this for a family outing. It is definitely not kid friendly. You have to be at least 18 years or older to come in and partake in any of the services, so you can't bring kids. And even if you could, the atmosphere of the place is just not conducive for that. It is very quiet. Like, you have to whisper when you're in the thermal bath area. You're not allowed to talk at a louder pace. It is definitely not a place that you would want to go if you had to, have other kids, kids around making a lot of noise, or a lot of families, a lot of movement. It's a very calm, quiet, practically still place. People are just, getting in and out of baths and just really just soaking in, this me time opportunity, and really just centering themselves, like just really like zoning out, so it wouldn't be good for families. Is it a temporary or a permanent venue? So we're jumping right into point number 3. This is definitely a permanent venue. I'm not sure how long it's been on Franklin Street or in Tribeca. I'm quite sure for a very long time. I've even read that it's been featured in the movie John Wick, I believe. It's there to stay, and so it's not something that you have to rush to, like it's time sensitive. But it's something I would encourage you to visit, a place that I would encourage you to get to as soon as possible. Like I said, it's gonna be there, so no need to rush. But based on my experience, it's some place that I would definitely go back again. So while you do have the chance, while it is there, you never know what can happen in the future. Definitely check it out. All right, question number 4. Do you need tickets or a reservation? You do need a reservation, not tickets. I was actually gifted this experience by an amazing person that I worked with before. And so I was able to use a gift card, and I just wanted to make sure I used it before it expired. I think the gift boxes expire after 5 years, and I got this a pretty long time ago. And I happened to come across it and in my room, and I'm like, oh, I didn't take advantage of this yet. So I decided to go, but I went on the website and I did have to make a reservation. However, whether or not you are gifted the experience, or if you're paying for it out of pocket, you do have to go on the website and book the experience. It books up very quickly, and because it's such a sanctuary, it's such a quiet, mellowed out experience, they definitely time how many people are allowed to be in there at a time. Each session is timed, and they don't want a lot of people in there, just to add to the tranquility of the experience. So in order to be able to go, you can't just walk in. From my knowledge, you can't just walk in and say, oh, I would like to go in and enjoy the thermal baths. You definitely have to go online and book a time slot. So I'm just going to go over the essential packages that they offer, which is one of the packages that I was able to experience. I just did the Ancient Thermal Bath by itself, which includes 90 minutes of, being at the facility, right? So you're basically, it consists of a tour at your own pace through different baths at different temperatures. I'll go over the different baths and the different temperatures in a little bit. And the Ancient Thermal Bath package just by itself, that's 90 minutes, like I said, and it's priced per person at $125.40, so $125.40. You can also get the thermal bath and a 60-minute massage, which is $266.48. If you opt for the Ancient Thermal Bath experience and a 30-minute massage, it's $203.78 per person. And the Ancient Thermal Bath and 45-minute massage is $235.13 per person. And then the Ancient Thermal Bath and 75-minute massage is $287.38 per person. So you can just do the Ancient Thermal Baths, which is what I did, or you can get the massage. Like I said, I didn't get the massage. I don't feel like I needed it. I was extremely relaxed after going through the different baths. And I mean, like I said, some of the reviews were hit or miss, so I really didn't feel like paying the extra money for the massage with, not needing it actually. Just to let you know what is included in the thermal bath, there is, of course, the free thermal tour, which there are, spa attendants there. If you've never been there, it's your first time, or you just kind of want a refresher, they'll walk you through a quick tour and tell you which baths are which and which ones they recommend that you go into first, next, and so on. So there is the Caldarium bath, which is the hot bath. It's 102 degrees. The Frigidarium, which is the cold bath, which is 57 degrees, and an ice bath of 50 degrees. There's the Tepidarium, which is a warm bath at 97 degrees. The Balneum, which is the bath of 1,000 jets. It's like a big jacuzzi, basically, with the jets high-powered. And it's warm in there. There's the Vaporium. What? Oh my God, I can't even talk. The Vaporium, which is a steam bath, and like the sauna room. And the Floatarium, which is the salt bath. That was my favorite one because you go into that one, and because it's salt water, it gives you a lot of buoyancy, and you're able to float in the water. So you'll pass by and see people just floating in the water. And let me tell you something. I am definitely afraid of bodies of water where I can't stand up in, and even the ones I can stand up in sometimes, because I be thinking I'm gonna drown. I'm just extra like that. So I was a little nervous about getting in the saltwater bath and and laying back and really allowing my body to be free. But I did it, for experience sake, for y'all. I did it for y'all. Now, I went inside the pool, and it was great. There's like a bar at the head of the pool that you can kind of hold on to. A lot of people had their feet kind of hooked up under it or anchored into it so that they're able to float and kind of have that anchor. They don't just float, float all around the pool. I was too scared to do it that way. I just felt like that was just not enough control for me. So I did it the opposite way. I kind of had my head at the front where the bar is, and I was kind of holding on to it. And as I'm doing it, I'm like, okay, I could do this. I let go. Y'all, I got so relaxed that I started floating away. When I opened my arms up, I was like turned a different way, and I couldn't reach the bar. Now, I said to myself, don't you act a fool up in this place. Do not act like you drowning and cause a stir up in this quiet sanctuary of a place and get kicked out. So I had to really get myself together, because I'm reaching back. I can't feel the bar. I can't. Y'all, it's 3 feet of water. 3 feet and a couple of inches, and I was up in there about to have a whole panic attack. But I'm so proud of myself because I kept it together, and I kind of like, paddled myself back to like the edge where I could grab onto something and then get a hold back to that, the bar. And then I kind of stayed up in there for a minute or two after that, and I was pretty much done after that. But it was a great experience. And I will say, after you do that, there's like this big box of salt that you're able to take and like rub on your skin to kind of exfoliate your skin really well. And then you take the shower afterwards. It's kind of like going through all these different waters, and then you're able to like scrub off any impurities and wash it off. It was dope. It was a great experience, except for me, having my little moment in the salt bath. But it was dope. I would definitely do it again. And now, I also want to mention, right? So I'm going to give you some like stipulations that they have, because it's a spa, so they definitely have rules. I mentioned earlier that you have to be 18 and older to go in. Also, they do not allow pregnant women to take part, specifically in the baths. I'm not really sure about the massages. There are no phones whatsoever in the bath area. You can have your phone in the lobby, you can have your phone in the locker room, but you cannot bring it down in the bath. So I don't have any personal pictures of the bath area. I'm going to try my best to insert some pictures possibly from their website or from, other people who probably snuck theirs in. But I was not able to, and I wasn't really willing to risk it. And plus, it's water everywhere. Like, there's no pockets in the robes. Like, it's nowhere for you to hide your phone, especially when you're there solo. It was just not worth it. And I kind of wanted to disconnect and really enjoy the experience. So, no phones in the bath area. All sessions are co-ed, so it's men and women there. You will be sharing the baths with other people. Don't get freaked out. It's not like a bathtub. It's basically like pools at different sizes. Some of them only one person can get in at a time, or two people, like the Frigidaire, the cold ones. The other ones, multiple people. Some I've seen the signs that like 17 people in at a time. It's pretty big in size. So there will be men and women there. Bathing suits are mandatory, right? And swim trunks. Definitely bring your own, but they do have some that they say that they can loan you. You can borrow one. Don't know how that works. Definitely would not like to borrow other people's bathing suits, but everybody's, standards are different. I suggest bring your own bathing suit. And like I said, if you want to give the experience to someone, they do have gift boxes. The gift boxes are good for 5 years. So, yeah, I'll definitely try to insert some pictures. I'll insert any pictures that I have of some of the common areas, the main areas. They were so kind to me. The lady even took, my picture for me, before I was leaving. And it was just definitely 10 out of 10, I recommend. It was a great experience. So that's pretty much it for Aire Ancient Baths for our date night segment for today. But I want to hear from you guys. So comment below and let me know. Have you ever been to a bath spa, And if you have, how was your experience? Have you been to Aire before? Have you been to any of the Aire? Because they're not just in New York, they're in Chicago and other countries. I can't think of right off the bat, but they're in other places of the world, and I've only heard good things specifically about the bath spa experience. So have you visited those before? Was your experience similar to mine or different? And if you have not, are you willing to go to a bath spa? Has this, review piqued your interest? Let me know. Comment below, because I'd love to get talking about it. Definitely the focus this summer and beyond is self-care, and this is one of the places that can definitely tap into that me time that all of us needs. So let me know. In the meantime, I'd love to continue to connect with you guys. Please follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram at Coupled and Cultured. We definitely have our website up and booming. Go check it out. It's more information on there about the things that we do and what we align ourselves with. We're definitely on TikTok. We're on Facebook at Coupled and Cultured. And most importantly, subscribe to our channel. Hit the like button, hit the share button, share it with your friends, and definitely hit the notification bell so that you can get our videos when we post them, our notification of those videos. Until then, I hope that you guys have a fabulous day, a fabulous evening, and when you go out on a date with whomever, I hope that you have a fabulous time. All right, see you guys later. Ciao.
Date night, where we going on the late night? Cool places and events, time to get it straight hype. Yeah, I'm excited, the kind of vibe I'm liking. Going on a date tonight.